Hi everybody, I'm Jennifer Cassetta with your selfie safety video brought to you by Sabre, and today I'm going to talk to you about my top 10 favorite book picks for every woman to read, especially if you're in college. So if you are in college, you're probably thinking, oh my god, I don't have time to read any extra books outside of classes. Well, I promise you, if you pick up these 10 books and read them throughout the course of your 4 or 5 or however many years you're going to be in college, you will be so set up for success when you graduate that you're just going to soar through life. If you don't plan on going to college, that's okay too. Read these books. Anyone that's going into the workforce or is already in the workforce should read these books. So graduates, you're included in there. Every woman. Okay? So the first one is The Gift of Fear by Gavin de Becker. Oprah says every woman should read this book. Need I say more? I will, just a little bit, so you can see. Basically, this book can save your life. Gavin has clientele. He's a safety expert and security expert, and he has worked for A-list celebrities, keeping them safe, as well as government agencies, I think like the FBI. So he knows a thing or two about being safe. And what he talks about, this gift of being afraid and actually feeling fear, is just that. It's a gift because oftentimes it's our intuition telling us that there's something wrong here. I'm going to leave it at that. Get the book and find out more. Number 2, little shameless plug here, but I wouldn't say it if I didn't think every woman should read this book. Hear Me Roar, How to Defend Your Mind, Body, and Heart Against People Who Suck, by myself, and co-author Lindsey Smith. And we give you lessons to do just that. Defend your mind to be more confident, defend your body through self-defense and physical techniques and avoid danger in the first place, and defend your heart against guys or girls who want to take advantage of you, okay? They suck and they don't deserve that. So here's all your tips. There's even nutrition tips at the end and recipes for you to stay strong physically through your college years. Okay, next, number 3. I don't have the book because I lent it to people. Guess what? If you want your book back, don't lend it. So Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook. She's a badass. What I love most about the book is that she teaches us that as women, not only do we, should we strive to be at the table, but to be head of the table and to be in charge and not be scared of that power. The more women in charge in higher places as CEOs and presidents of companies, the more easy it will be for other women in the workforce to be supported. Okay, so great book, lean in, do it, get the book. Number 4, Daring Greatly, Brene Brown. If you're not up for a book, watch her TED Talk. It's amazing. So basically, she's going to lead us through we all feel shame, but how to feel it and get past it, and then just let ourselves be vulnerable. And in that comes serious power. But when we feel shame, we usually shut down, and then we don't get to accomplish great things in life. So this is a really powerful book, and I suggest everybody get it. Hi, Malala. You're my hero. This woman rocks. At 16, I think, years old, or even younger, she was shot in the head by a member of the Taliban because she's a girl and she was going to school. Imagine that. Now she stands up for women all around the world and demands that every girl deserves an education. So her story is so powerful, inspiring, and I bet you'll never be able to complain again. Or at least I hope not after reading this book. So Malala Yousufzai, I think that's how we pronounce it. She's my hero. She's also a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Get the book. All right. Thrive. This is by Arianna Huffington. Thrive. So this book is all about wellness and taking care of yourself. If you don't think you can get kind of stressed out or burnt out in college, think again. it can happen when you're balancing exams and classes and sports and a sorority. Like, you're going to be pretty at the max capacity. So this book, yes, it's meant for corporate America, but there's a lot of good lessons that you can take from this and to set yourself up for good habits now, so when you do enter the workforce, you'll be balanced, in control, and healthy. So, thrive. Okay, next. This is a book I don't have, #GirlBoss. I've read it. I think it's awesome for any woman that wants to be her own boss one day. Get the book. It's by Sophia Amoruso. And she talks all about how she tells her story about how she became her own boss. And I really suggest that anyone that wants to do the same should read that book. She's also very young and relatable, so it's cool. Number 8, In Defense of Food by Michael Pollan. I am a nutritionist, so I think learning about nutrition is super important, but especially when you're in college. I mean, I know when I was in college, I had a terrible diet. I was eating pizza and chicken rolls at 4 a.m., and the next day I was like out of it. I couldn't focus. I wasn't like productive. So it wasn't until I really started learning about food, mood, connection, all of that, and processed foods especially, that I was able to get my life under control and get my health back. So this is just one of my favorite books. I have a whole library of nutrition books, but it's nice and simple, and Michael Pollan gives his manifesto for healthy eating. Eat food, not too much, mostly pants. Done. Number 9, I also don't have because I gave it away, but it is Smart Women Finish Rich. And this will help you set you up for success. My mother gave it to me in college, and I would recommend every woman have this in their early years. But again, it's never too late. So if you're graduated already, get the book anyway. My mother always wanted me to be independent and never to rely on anyone else for my financial security. So because of this book, I was able to start that process early on. And I highly recommend that for you. Don't think, well, I don't have anything. I don't have savings. How am I going to put these practices into use? Well, David Bach is the author, and he'll teach you how to save, even if it's just that latte factor, that $4 a day that we spend on lattes, that, again, can set you up for success. Get the book. And last, I just love Lena Dunham. She's awesome. Her book, Not That Kind of Girl, was just a fun read. So maybe on like spring break or your summer vacation, grab her book. She talks a lot about her experiences going through college and then kind of in her early 20-somethings. The lessons here are, hey, guess what? I'm not the only one that felt this way. There's lots of awkward times in our lives throughout college and our early 20s, and she brings them to light, like in a very unabashed way and fun way. So when I was reading, I was like, oh yeah, I did something kind of silly like that too when I was in college. Oh well, we all have. It only makes us better people in the end. So there you have it, my top 10 books for all women, period. Stay strong, safe, and sexy. Love you guys. Thanks.